Okay, so let's get real for a moment. You're probably on this video because you're struggling and you are just fighting through that morning sickness. And it is hard, guys. It is so hard. And on my second pregnancy, I had about 2 weeks where it was so hard and I felt like I was dying until I figured out what to do and the key to success on how to eliminate morning sickness, not throw up, and enjoy food again, because you have to eat to nourish that baby. And so we have to figure out a way to get food in you and that you want to eat rather than feeling like you just have to and you're going to throw it up. If that sounds good to you, then keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're joining us today because we are going to be talking about how to get through the first trimester, and maybe you have already watched my how to enjoy the first trimester video. If not, be sure to click on that and watch it as soon as this video is done, but finish this video first because this is really going to help you and goes along with the other video too. Alright, if you want to feel more on top of your pregnancy, sail through the first trimester, and all other pregnancy related stuff, start by subscribing to my channel and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Okay, we're not going to dilly-dally because there is one thing that will make the first trimester a breeze, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that, and I wish that somebody had a video that was more clear on this, because I would find things that would say this, but there was no dosage, there was no guidelines, and it was really frustrating, and I didn't know where to turn or what to do, and I started doing it and it didn't seem to be working, and I gave up, and then I came back to it, and finally it started working. And then I read something that said you have to stick with it for a couple days. If I had known that, then I would have been better off. So I want to jump right into it, and that is taking B6 and Unisom. So you can get a B6 supplement on Amazon. Here I get this one. It is called PFP. The active ingredient is B6, and the beauty of this one, it is 25 milligrams. Most drugstore brands are going to be 100 milligrams, and that is not good because you have to take this 3 times a day. Do not mess around with this. It is safe. It is just a supplement, and if anything, it will help your body. So this really helps for eliminating nausea for some people, but if that doesn't work alone, the key for me, because it was not working alone, was to add the Unisom sleep tabs. Now, so the Unisom sleep tabs, you have to get the sleep tabs, not the gel ones. And these, it says 48 tablets. These are non-habit forming, and this is the safest. I have talked with my midwives along with countless doctors and researched this to death. Believe me, I like to have a natural pregnancy. I don't even like to take Tylenol. So that goes to tell you how important I feel like it is to really research and not put drugs in your body. This is the safest relief for morning sickness that you can do. It will not harm the baby. These are non-habit forming. They're an antihistamine, so it's similar to like a Claritin, but along with the B6, it really does knock out morning sickness. I did not have food aversions once this kicked in, and I felt so much better. So first start by taking your B6. You take it at bedtime, lunchtime, and morning. You consistently take it every single time. Now start the Unisom by cutting one of the tablets in half, and you take half a tablet at night with the B6 before you go to bed, and then take it again in the morning. And if that works alone, just doing twice a day with the Unisom at night and in the morning, great. I had to eventually add a lunchtime dose, and people didn't say this, but I finally found a really great article from a doctor who had so many patients, so many women who were pregnant, and they never had morning sickness because of his protocol. And I'll try to link that article if I can find it in my description below so you can read it. But this is based on his dosage, and it really does work. It is tried and true. So you take that 3 times a day, just half a tablet. If you're worried about being sleepy, eventually that feeling will go away. And it took me about maybe 3 days, and I did not feel sleepy anymore, and I was fine. So definitely it's worth it. Just keep with it. It will kick in, and it is a lifesaver. I really don't know how I could have gotten through this pregnancy dealing with a toddler if I had not found this remedy. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but if you like what you see so far, why don't you consider subscribing to my channel? It's free and it's fun, and you can join us and you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. The second thing is rest. You have to just give up. the normal things that you normally do. Don't try to be making your bed. Don't try to be cooking dinner. Don't try to clean. Just don't even try to do laundry. Just let it go. If you have someone who can come help you, whether you have a husband that can help you, or maybe you have a kid that can help you, or maybe you have a mom or a dad or a friend, just lean into that support system and let them take over. I literally said to Rick at one point, he was basically doing everything, and I said, I'm just so thankful that you are so willing to just step it up and do all of this for me during this time. And basically I said, you know what, I'm just not going to put the pressure on myself. I'm giving myself the time to get through this and not worry. And it really does help. Just sit in bed if you have to. Take your time. You know, you're growing a baby and you want to get that rest so that the baby can grow. The third thing is eat whatever you can. If you can only eat bread, don't feel guilty about that. I talked to my midwife about this and she said, honestly, whatever you can get in your body is fine. The baby's resilient, your body's resilient, and it's going to be taken care of. So honestly, I have been eating the whole first trimester. I mean, I've definitely gotten a lot better, and I can eat a lot more now because of the Unisom and B6. So I eat more vegetables and fruits and things I never thought, even salads, I never thought I'd be able to do that, but I still start my day with cereal and a bagel. I know it's not that healthy, but it just makes me feel better and more, my stomach feels more rested and just better. So just do what feels good for you and make good decisions, but also give yourself some grace that it's going to be okay. I know for me, I started eating all those natural, like the lemon candies and the lemonade and ginger and all the morning sickness teas, and they were so gross. Like, it really turned me off, and now I don't even want to touch that stuff. So if you can't handle that, just don't worry about it. Don't put the pressure on yourself to feel like those things need to work for you, because there's a remedy for everyone, and for me, it was definitely just the Unisom and B6. It was easy, it helped, and I could eat normal again. And my last piece of advice, number 4, is just find a hobby. I know when I didn't find Unisom and B6, I wasn't doing that for the first 2 weeks. I hadn't heard about it, and I started to get into creative lettering, and I would just create these signs. I'll show you some. Hang on. I'd never done it in my life, but I was just really enjoying creating sayings that resounded with me, and they're not anything super fancy, but they just made me feel better to just dwell on and to create these things. And they're just basic, but I would put them, I would just stick these around my house, and the messages I would see them, and I would be at peace to know that, you know, all things are going to work together for good. God has a plan. There's a reason why I am in the middle of this, and morning sickness is good. It's a sign that the hormones are just going crazy and keeping that baby going. Just another one, just some fun stuff I've been doing. And I only took maybe 2 weeks to do this. Once the Unisom kicked in, I definitely could do a lot more, eat a lot more, and I felt a lot better. But as you can see, just some fun things. This one was a really important one to me. The best is yet to come. So true, guys. You can get through this. It's only a couple months, and before you know it, just dwell on how you're going to have that baby in your arms, and it is going to be the most wonderful feeling, and you got through it. We are strong and we are capable, and we can do this. So I'm praying for you. Please drop a comment below. Let me know what I can pray specifically for. How are you doing? Are you dealing with morning sickness? Questions about the B6 and Unisom, anything. I always respond to my comments. It's very important to me to build a community where we can discuss things and care about one another. So please subscribe if you're new. I thank you for joining this journey with me, and like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.